On this installment of What They Don't Want You to Know About Money, I'm going to discuss the recommended monthly spending chart. Now, as a financial planner, we tend to try and guide people in terms of understanding how much they should be spending every month on their budget and on their household expenses. So I'm just going to share what I feel are my personal viewpoints in terms of how much you should be looking at spending every month on the different expense categories in your life. Okay, so we are assuming that every month you get 100% of whatever your net salary is, and that percentage we're now going to split it in terms of the spending pie and how you could allocate your resources. The first thing I would normally say in terms of your monthly spending chart is you need to spend up to a maximum of 30% of your income on food, or rather, 30% of your income on rent or accommodation. A lot of the time, the moment you start spending more than 30% of your income on your bond, accommodation, or your rent, it's going to put pressure on the rest of your monthly spending in terms of your cash that is available. The other 10% of your monthly spending chart, normally I would say, is you probably should start here. You should start off with a tithe and give to your higher power. The power of giving is that it allows you to always reflect on what you have and be thankful of what you have, and at the same token be able to start appreciating. Transport is another 10% you can spend your money on. That 10% is either your car installment or whatever amount you're spending on your public transport or your ride hailing. That's 10%. Another 10% we're looking at is your food expenses. Your food expenses is really about understanding how much you spend on your the food which you're consuming on a daily basis or throughout the month. 5% of your monthly spending should go to cash. So what do I mean? You try and always have 5% of your monthly net income available as cash, because you do need cash to generally transact on a day-to-day basis. Another important number is your savings. Minimum 20%. 20% of your income minimum must be going towards your savings, and the savings can be through your pension provident fund or your 401k if you're in America, or in the UK towards your PAPS or your retirement savings vehicle, or if you're in Australia, your superannuation. You're looking at about 20% of your monthly income should be allocated towards that. Now remember, you can have different savings strategies and plans in place depending on the advice which you get from your professional financial planner, because you might choose to invest in property over the long term so that you can replace the need for a compulsory savings vehicle like a retirement annuity with income which comes from your property. Finally, we have other. Other is 5% of your spending chart. Now, obviously, everyone's life situations are different. So in between the spending pie, you need to be able to allocate according to your particular lifestyle choices and decisions. So you might be in a situation where you have family responsibilities which you need to cover and which you need to basically take care of. And so it's important that you adjust the spending pie according to your own lifestyle choices. But it's there as a guide, because essentially once you start doing the right things and understanding how money interacts and how you can in the long term escape poverty by creating that poverty escape velocity, you will be in a situation where you're far better off. Many wealthy people, many people who have created wealth have done so by honoring these boundaries of how they spend, because ultimately this spending chart is rooted in your monthly budget, and it's important for you to have that monthly budget, because if you stick to your monthly budget, it helps you to train yourself in how you spend. But Also important, remember that a budget guides the income you need to survive. You need to also have passive income. And to me, that's the money which you need to have your secondary, your tertiary incomes streams, and that can either come through investment, and we've done a few of those investment topics already, such as property, and such as international investments and offshore choices you can make around your money. But keep watching this series, keep following this YouTube channel, and where possible, buy the book. There's a number of books coming through in the near future. This one is already out on the market. Read them and allow yourself to start enjoying the knowledge which you get from just some of the things which I share from my experience and from my learnings, and be that person who starts to know and understand how to beat them. Remember, we said they are the people who sometimes have suppressed our money knowledge from reaching our full potential. They sometimes are the ones who have told us we can only earn a certain amount and nothing more. They sometimes are the family members who've succeeded but not shared their money secrets. And that's why we have this series, so that you know what they know. That's why we have what they don't want you to know about money.